Could you please shed some light on the curse of the pharaohs, especially Tutankhamun, and the mystery that revolves around the death of the excavators who unearthed his tomb? Please share your insights. So, Tutankhamun is one of these Egyptian kings, Egyptian pharaohs. I believe his tomb was unearthed and discovered in the valley. Let's go to the map. Uh, Always nice to see the map and discover new places. So, this is Al Qaira, Cairo. And where is the Valley of the Kings? Let's just search for the Valley of the Kings, Luxor, Misr, and let's zoom in. Let's go. Here we go. Whoopsie daisy. Okay, apparently it is here. Valley of the Kings. Okay, this is down south. Wow. There's got to be a different Valley of the Kings. Anyway, the point is this. Okay, let's not spend too much time discovering the Valley of the Kings. The point is that the tomb of King Tutankhamun was discovered sometime in the 1920s, if my memory serves me right, 1921 or 22. And the guy, the archaeologist who discovered this tomb, was a guy called Howard Carter. He was most likely British. Okay, and this narrative was created in the media to sensationalize the discovery that there was apparently some inscription on the tomb which contained a curse that anyone who opens the tomb will be cursed and whatnot. And there was this overall narrative that was already going around that Egyptian mummies are cursed, and there are spells, magical spells or whatever, on these mummies, and whoever opens mummies will meet an untimely end. That sort of narrative was there. So that is the so-called curse of the pharaohs, but actually there was no inscription such as that on the tomb. And uh, so then the question is, what happened? Did people actually mysteriously die? The excavators who unearthed his tomb. So over time, people died. Some people who were present over there died a year or two later. Some people took longer. Howard Carter did not die until the 1930s. So he's the main guy. So why did he not die if there was a curse on the tomb? So that's a great example of the fact that this story is obviously not true. The guy, the main archaeologist who opened the tomb and who was behind the entire archaeological expedition, he lived for more than a decade, almost a decade and a half after the excavation of the tomb. The guy who financed the expedition, I think he died a year or two later, but I don't think he was there when the tomb was opened. So, people eventually die. So it doesn't mean that it's connected to some mysterious curse. The simplest example, the starkest example is Howard Carter, who did not die for the next 15 years after opening the tomb.